Hello everyone. Any of you looking for a house under $38,000 in Illinois, Oklahoma, Texas, or Missouri? That's what I have for you in today's episode. So you're ready to venture $38,000 and less for a house. Let's check them out. We're going to begin right here in Missouri. And this one is in East Prairie, Missouri, 63845, and it's $38,000. This is the highest priced house in today's episode. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with 858 square feet of living space. It's been on the market for 51 days, and it states here it's on a little more than 1/4 of an acre, built in 1950. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in East Prairie, Missouri right here. Look at this, and it also has an attached garage, and this house looks like it has vinyl siding and, of course, a shingle roof and a covered entry. So East Prairie, Missouri right here for $38,000. So in East Prairie, Missouri, we are in Mississippi County, and the population is just under 12,000 people. And your real estate tax rate in Missouri is 0.88%, so we're coming in lower than that national average of 0.99. So $38,000 house right here. Vinyl siding, and of course you can always bring out your general contractors, right, and have those home inspections. Find out what's going on with these houses. But if any of you are looking in Missouri, this one's $38,000, and these are the asking prices, right? Never be afraid to make the offer. You can always ask how long the home has been vacant and get down to the fine details. Look at the kitchen in this house. Nice cabinets, nice elongated countertop. You've got 2 windows above your double sink. You've got an electric range and a refrigerator. Vinyl, could be laminate flooring. This is nice. $38,000, and we are in Mississippi County with this one. And the median home sales in this county in Missouri are $217,000, and they're asking $38,000 for this one. So there's equity growth to be had for sure. So there is your AC unit right there in the wall. Do you have a ceiling fan? Checkered floor pattern. Not bad for $38,000. It's always great to have you guys here. You're always welcome to subscribe to the channel and definitely hit that notification bell, because the house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. And let me know in the comment section where you're viewing from. It's always a beautiful day to view houses, right? $38,000, East Prairie, Missouri right here. So here we have another cabinet on the opposite side. Do have a couple of windows in your kitchen. That may take you right out to your garage space, that man door there. Ceiling looks good. Looks like we could possibly move right in here. Okay, so here may be a bedroom. Now that looks like it could be hardwood flooring. That's fantastic. Okay, so here is maybe your outside area with wood ceiling there. It looks like, yeah, that may be your storage room or an addition there. Looks like that could be asphalt siding, but again, have those home inspections. And there's another view of the outside. Doesn't look horrible from this viewpoint, I would say. $38,000 house right here in Missouri, Mississippi County. So let's get the description. 413 Oak Street. That's a nice address, and the addresses and the listing agencies are always found in the description box below every video. And again, this one is in East Prairie, Missouri, 63845. It's been on the market for 51 days. So let's get a look at our street view. Look at that. It's pretty, but we always research our areas, right? Research your areas and your neighborhoods. Do some diligence. But yeah, not bad at all. Oak Street in East Prairie, Missouri right there. Sweet little find for somebody that's looking for, a house under $40,000. So let's see where we are on the map. So here we have a Davis Lumber and Hardware nearby. We have Taster's Restaurant, a Sonic Drive-In, Family Dollar, another Dollar General as well. And I'm looking to see, you've got a tractor parts store nearby, auto repair. Trying to see where our grocery stores are. Smokehouse. Trying to see here if there's any grocery stores besides that DG. Let's scroll out and see where we are. Okay, so we are right near the Kentucky line. We have Sykeston over here to the west, Champion and Matthews over to our west, and Pinhook down here to the southeast, along with Wolf Island. So there we are. Red marks the spot right here in East Prairie, Missouri. So we're right below Charleston, Missouri, right off of Highway 57. So I would imagine you're not going to be too terribly far from your grocery stores. And this one, again, has been on the market for 51 days. So again, don't be afraid to make the offer. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. It says great yard and house has curb appeal. Painting and some remodeling has been, with some painting and remodeling, this home could make a low-cost option as a starter or a rental property. Maybe a good first-time home buy for one of you. And it states here, it was just listed and the house is 75 years old. And again, the real estate tax rate in Missouri is 0.88%. And that is East Prairie, Missouri for $38,000. Wow, not a bad find right there. So now we're going to head into Illinois. Look at this cutie, $35,000 for this house in Varna, Illinois, 61375. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath property with 1,202 square feet of living space on Pine Street. Now this house has been on the market for 10 days and it was built in 1925. So let's see how much house we're getting for $35,000 in Varna, Illinois. Attached garage with a breezeway. Looks like it could have vinyl siding. You're getting a shingle roof. Look at this, $35,000. Wow, look at the archway, sweet. It's got some character, hardwood flooring, beautiful front door. So in Varna, Illinois, we are in Marshall County. Population is just under 11,600 people. And in Illinois, your real estate tax rate is 2.11%. So we're coming in higher than the national average of 0.99. Now, I don't know if that floor has been just recently mopped, but it looks kind of wet there. It could just be the photograph. When you get in there in person, of course, you can get down to the fine details. But from what I'm looking at right now, $35,000 looks like a great buy. Very pretty. Varna, Illinois. Love that archway. Looks like beautiful woodwork as well with the trim. Now in this area of Illinois, your median home sales are around $160,000. So again, lots of room for equity growth. This looks very clean. Looks like we could move right in here as well. Who's looking in Illinois? $35,000 house. People spend more than that on an automobile, right? And if you could move in and fix it up at your leisure, but this looks like we could move right in there. But again, have those home inspections. Look how nice this is. Good Lord, this is very pretty. Here's our kitchen. Beautiful cabinets. Now, if you wanted to modernize these cabinets, you could switch out the hardware, but we do have a window above your range. Could add a range hood, maybe relocate some things when you get in there. Get down to the lay of the land, but looks very nice. We do have a variation of flooring. Beautiful cabinets. Do have a window above your double stainless sink. Have a little pass-through window there, maybe for your phone, for your landline. And looks like we have some pretty good depth between the lower and upper cabinets, and there are some receptacles. That's always helpful for your counter appliances and things. How's everybody out there doing? You having a good weekend so far? Happy Sunday, everybody. Cheers. Hope your glass is full of gratitude on this beautiful day. Somebody asked me in the comments what I'm always drinking in my glass. And most recently, this is unsweet tea. I used to be on the coffee, but I'm trying to lay off so much coffee. And I wasn't drinking a lot of coffee, but kind of switched over to the unsweet tea, and it's very, very good. I like it. I've tried different kinds. So cheers to you guys, whatever's happiness in your cup, right? Okay, so this looks like we're moving into our bedrooms. Look at that nice flooring. Who's looking in Illinois? This is Varna in Marshall County. Nice windows. They look vinyl. When you get in there and have those home inspections, they'll let you know if your windows are vinyl, wood, aluminum, sometimes a wrought iron. They'll check the longevity of the roof. They'll look at your mechanicals, your foundation. Some people buy houses as is, where is. Some go all out with their home inspections. But this one looks really nice for $35,000. And if any of you are new to the home buying experience, this might suit your needs. Look how pretty this is. Very nice bathroom. Looks like it's been updated. You may find yourself in a bidding war with a house like this. Looks like we do have a shower. Now this one might need some ceiling work. No, I guess there's new wood on the ceiling. Yeah, there's your tub and shower combination. Very nice. Very pretty. Looks like they put some work and effort and money into this house. But again, there could be something underlying when you get there in person, or maybe not. This could be a really good find for one of you. Looks like we have a closet here. Very nice. Okay, so here is your laundry room. Nice that there's a washer and dryer. One less thing you have to move in there. Looks like you've got some storage space as well. Could add shelves in that room if you needed. Louver windows. Yeah, this is nice. There's the outside of the rear of it. Let me know what you guys think of this one. My goodness, $35,000 in Varna, Illinois. A lot of trees provide you some shade. A lot of room for that pop of color if you want some more native landscaping. This may have a basement. We're on a concrete foundation. Unreal for this one here. Very, very nice. And again, the addresses and the listing agencies to contact to view these houses are always in the description box below. So we have an attached garage too. We can't forget about that. Very nice property right there. Wow. So let's get the description. 509 Pine Street. Nice address. Been on the market 10 days. Built in 1925. Let's get a look at our street view. Okay, so here is our street view. So it looks like we're on a corner lot with cornfields across the street. We do have walkability with our sidewalks. That adds value. And again, we do diligence. We research our areas and neighborhoods, right? But this looks very nice for $35,000. And here we are on the map. We have some local amenities such as Casey's, restaurant. We have Gone to the Dogs. We have a DG and your fire departments nearby. And I'm trying to see if there's any local grocery stores. We have an airport up here near Magnolia. And we have La Rose down to the south, Magnolia to the north, Evans to the east. And let's see, Great Oaks over to our west. So red marks the spot right there. And we have Jonesville up here and Oglesby and North Utica. So maybe we'd have some more amenities right off of Highway 39. And let's see our satellite view here real quick. Varna, Illinois. And there you are. So I would imagine you would have a grocery store around here somewhere. Hopefully it's not too terribly far. And yeah, there we go. Red marks the spot right there. I'm not seeing a grocery store right here, but you can always research that and find out how far it is in the distance. 509 Pine Street. Been on the market 10 days, built in 1925. Says here, great investment opportunity, a first-time home buyer, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house on a corner lot, breezeway with attached single-stall garage. It's being sold as is. And when we look at the history on this one, this was sold for $32,250 back in 11, and now they're asking $35,000, and this house is 100 years old. And that is in Varna, Illinois, everybody, 61375, and that's a $35,000 house on Pine Street. Not a bad buy, I would say. So anyone looking in Texas, that's where we're headed next. This one's $33,000 in Cisco, Texas, 76437. This house is sitting on a little more than a quarter of an acre. It's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with 1,581 square feet on West 7th Street. So this one's in Cisco, Texas. And let's see how much house we're getting for our money. So here we are. Looks like a little ranch with a shingle roof. Tucked behind some trees. So this could be our living room. Looks like hardwood flooring. A lot of windows. This one might be a little bit more of a fixer. And we're at $33,000 in Eastland County with this one in Cisco, Texas. Population is 18,290 people. And the real estate tax rate in Texas is 1.63%. And the median home sales for this area of Texas is $210,000. So here's our bathroom. You've got a nice pedestal sink. There's your tub. This one's going to need a little attention. So here's our kitchen. Do have a double sink we can salvage, countertops, lots of cabinets. But I did generate a rendering of this one, so I'll show you what I've done here with the kitchen. So that's what the kitchen could look like. If you want to add a dishwasher and you want to freshen up the cabinets with white with different hardware and a butcher block countertop. So that's what the kitchen could look like. That's what it's currently looking like. We've seen worse though, right? But it's $33,000 nonetheless. Now it looks like there might have been a checkered floor at one time. I might want to put a black and white checkered back in there. And look at this beautiful fireplace on the far wall with shelves. How pretty is this? $33,000 right here in Cisco, Texas. Beautiful fireplace. But again, have those home inspections. Nice hardwood flooring. And again, your home inspection will check the roof, check your windows, get down to the fine details. But this may be one of the bedrooms. Here's another bathroom. Looks like that's nail light paneling on the walls. Single shower. Another pedestal sink. We could work with this, you guys. $33,000. Clean it up and call it your own. Another house that we could save, you know, because houses need people and people need houses. Cisco, Texas. And again, we are in Eastland County. Yeah, this does not look horrible either. But again, when you get there and get the lay of the land, pictures can do a house justice, but sometimes it works the other way as well. But this looks nice for $33,000. And there's another view of the front, so you do have some awnings over your windows. Looks like a really pretty parcel. $33,000. Looks like we're on a brick street. Looks like you have a fenced yard as well, and there's your AC unit. Nice. And if you have municipal water and sewer and utilities, that's another bonus. Or if you buy a lower priced house such as one of these and you have your own private well and septic and they're in working order, you're already really doing, I'd say, quite well. And that's got a nice chain link fence. It's great when you have kids or pets. That might be an outbuilding to go with the property. Looks like we have sidewalks. Cisco, Texas right here in Eastland County. 1102 West 7th Street. Been on the market for 11 days. Built in 1940. And that house has 1,581 square feet. So got a nice size house. Let's see our street view here. So we're on a brick road. We have sidewalks. Again, we do diligence, but this looks nice. On West 7th Street, Cisco, Texas. Where are we on the map? Okay, so here we have, you have Allsup's convenience store right here on the east. So we have a donut shop there, Cisco Donuts. Anybody want some pastries? Let's see, we have a softball complex nearby as well. Guest house, log cabin, B&B, Mike's Bar and Grill, lumber store, another DG. They're popping up everywhere, but I want to see more grocery stores for you guys here. Here is Travel Plaza. So we are Brookshire's. Right here is a grocery store, right here in Cisco. So that's nice. So here we are on the map. And we have, let's see, Mangum down here to the southeast, Nimrod and Atwell. We have Morton Valley up to the northeast, Moran up here, Morin. And let's see, Abilene, Texas over here to our west. Fort Worth is up here to the northeast. There we go. Red marks the spot right there on the map. Let's check out the satellite view. Cisco, Texas. Right there's your parcel. Nice. Very nice. 1102 West 7th Street in Cisco, Texas. 76437. Great opportunity on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on a large corner lot located on a tree-lined street. Home has a large living room with a fireplace. Backyard is fenced with 1-bedroom, 1-bath guest home with alley access and parking for extra income. How great is that? It's a great location within a couple of minutes of downtown shopping area. So this is a great opportunity, it states. And it was sold. The price is not disclosed back in 2008. Now they're listed it for $33,000, and this house is 85 years old. $33,000 house. Could be a great find for one of you out there in Cisco, Texas. Now we're going to head into Oklahoma. Look at this cutie. Under $20,000, you guys. $19,900 house right here. It's on a 7,500 square foot lot. This house has 1,368 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It's a 1930 build, on the market for 12 days. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Seminole, Oklahoma. $19,900 right here. Look at how cute this is. Love that covered porch with that wrought iron detail. Shingle roof. Paved driveway with a carport. $19,900. And this one is in Seminole County, Oklahoma. Population is just under 24,000 people. And your real estate tax rate in Oklahoma is 0.85%. Look at that. There's our living room. Built-in shelves, very nice. Under $20,000, and that does look like hardwood flooring. That's wide plank. $19,900. It's less than a new truck. So here's our bathroom, full bathroom. And I do have some renderings for this one here. I'll show you in just a minute. Nice vinyl flooring. That could be fixed up. Okay, now this one does look like there's some staining on the ceiling, but again, have those home inspections. Maybe it needs a roof, maybe it doesn't. Look at all the built-ins. This is great. So there's your gas wall unit there on the wall, gas heater on the wall. Under $20,000 for a house, a roof over your head, a place to call your own. Wow, I love the freestanding fireplace. Right down to the bare floor, it looks like. So maybe they started working on it and then decided to put it on the market. I love those freestanding fireplaces. Those are so sweet. You could possibly paint that another color if you didn't want it black. Give your pop of color in your living room. Yeah, this one's going to need some attention, but it's under $20,000 nonetheless. They could be vinyl windows. That's vinyl flooring. You can always ask how long it's been vacant. Get a little history on it if you can, just for your own personal information. And even if these houses are being sold as is, you can still have a home inspection for your own personal information, just so you know what you're getting into, right? So there is our single shower with your matching commode that doesn't have a lid, but we can always get one, you know, because we want to close those lids, right? But it's a nice vanity. Got a medicine cabinet up above. There is what I'm guessing is your exhaust fan in your ceiling. Those are fantastic when you live in the South. Look at our kitchen right here. Nice. A lot of cabinets. You've got a gas range. A lot of cabinets. This could totally be renovated. That's very nice. I mean, it needs some attention. I'm not blind to that, but what I'm looking at is potential, right? We're looking at low prices and high potential. That's what it's all about on this channel. And if you're new here, you're welcome to meander through the episodes just to check out the houses I show you that are way below those median sale prices that you'll find on Zillow. And in this area, the median home sales are just around $85,000. So when they're asking under 20, there's still a lot of room for equity growth. Yeah, this has got potential. That outside is really cute. So let's go back up here. So here's the kitchen. So what did I do with the kitchen? Here's our kitchen. So I renovated it, and I kept this counter here and just added new countertops, fixed up the stove some, but kept white cabinets and painted it a pale yellow. Not bad. So that's what it could look like with money and motivation and some ambition with a capital A. Okay, so that's one bathroom. Okay, so here's our fireplace. So what I did with this is I just spruced up the walls with a soft white, cleaned up that brick, cleaned up the flooring. But again, you could paint that fireplace if you want it like an orange. I've seen them orange, I've seen them red. And let's see, there's another room. Here is the bathroom that needs quite a bit of attention. So what I did with this is I added a single shower with subway tile, new vanity and faucet, new commode with your medicine cabinet. And that's a smaller bathroom, of course. And those built-ins this house has got a lot of character and charm to it. So here's our living room. And let's see here. I guess I didn't renovate. I thought I painted that one. I probably didn't save it. And here is the outside. So I gave it a fresh coat of paint, brightened up that trim, and added a darker blue on your concrete and your stairs and your patio space there, your carport. And painted the house white and just freshened it up. Same house, same style, didn't modify the exterior except for the paint and freshened it up. And this house is $19,900. So just by painting it and sprucing up the inside, you're already increasing your value, right? That is not a bad buy, I would say. 412 North 9th Street. Been on the market 12 days. So let's get a look at our street view. Here it is. That is a sweet little spot. But again, we do diligence on our neighborhood, but you don't have anybody really right on top of you. You've got a little bit of space here. You could put a fence in or shrubbery. That does not look bad. And here we are on the map. Seminole, Oklahoma right here. So yeah, we're going to get a lot of amenities nearby. Let's see if we can see the grocery store. Got a lot of restaurants and cinema, water park. And there's your Walmart Supercenter right there. So I would imagine you're going to have a grocery store nearby as well, along with all of these other amenities for your fast food and things. And so we are, let's see, here's Lima down to the southeast and Bow Legs down to the south. Crow's Farm Market is right over here to the northwest. So we have Little right up above us. Oklahoma City is over to the west. And red marks the spot right there in Seminole, Oklahoma. And here's your satellite view. Right there is your parcel. 412 9th Street, Seminole, Oklahoma. And it says here, investor alert, first-time home buyer. Spacious 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Offers 2 living areas and plenty of room for return, which is your equity. And it's centrally located at the end of a quiet street in the city of Seminole. And let's see here. The history states on this one that it was listed for $49,000 in 2020. They sold it for $27,000 in September of 2021. Now they've listed it for $19,900. So it's under $20,000, and this house is 95 years old. And that is in Seminole, Oklahoma, you guys. Been on the market for 12 days, built in 1930. That's a cute little place for somebody. Or if you want to live in Cisco, Texas, this one's $33,000 on a little more than a quarter of an acre. Or if you're looking in Illinois, this one is in Varna, Illinois for $35,000. Or if you're looking to live in Missouri, this one's $38,000 on a little more than a quarter of an acre. And that'll conclude today's episode. Wherever you are today, hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you for spending a little time with me on your Sunday afternoon. It's always great to be with you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because that house you're not looking for, maybe the next episode, we're going to be checking out more houses with low prices and high potential. So stay tuned. Have a great weekend, everybody, and please stay safe. Cheers.